So, I really like the background of the shoes and how they're like warm-looking shoes. You know, it makes you think, well, people need to have warm feet. And like the colors, they're really pastel-y. That sends a sweet message.
I like the layout of it and that you can clearly see what it is. You can see where it's at and what time.
I like the background, how it's soft, so everything else is brought out and it's very clean. So it's like you're using white space, but not necessarily white space altogether. And like all in the background, it draws your eyes to where you need to read. I mean, obviously you don't really need that, but it still brings it to it.
It's not cluttered, so that's nice.
Okay, so basically, so what I was going for, obviously it's a shoe drive, and so what we did was we had to pick an image, and then from the image, like, pick out what the event was going to be, and so from there I decided to create a shoe drive, and so our audience, so it's going to be in Rexburg, Porter Park, so audience is people that are near Rexburg and that can attend this. So basically, if we were hanging around school, it'd be for students. Around town, it'd just be for locals. So with the colors, there's a color scheme. It's split complementary, and so that's what I was going for there. And so what it is also, it's like, so in every single shoe, it's going to have like a tracking number in it. And so each person that donates, like, they're going to take a picture with that person who the shoe went to. So you can like put in your tracking number and then look it up on the website.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so you can like see who it is that you're helped
That's a really good idea.
donate it to.
Like pen pals.
Yeah, like pen pals.
Is this a real thing?
No.
No.
It's
It should
real.
be. I got really excited.
Yeah.
So this was very informative, but it was just like, I don't know, the paragraph. I feel like I don't mind reading it, but some people might just be like skim it and then like not read it. So the fact the really cool thing was the tracking number, but that was at the end. So some people might like read the first part and then be like, I don't feel like reading the rest. You know,
Bullet points would be a good
bullet
thing
points
to
for
do.
that.
Maybe like a bigger font.
Yeah, maybe the font for like this one could be a little.
The
more.
time could be a little bit smaller, and the actual paragraph could be a little bit bigger. I agree with that.
So, for like the project, like, so this is the body copy, and for requirements of the project, like, it had to be between 10 and 12 size, like
like
point
the
size.
font?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's.
Did you have to
Gonna
have the
stay.
paragraph?
Do you have to like
Did
write
you have
As a
actually you had
paragraph?
to have a body?
So I have to have a body copy, but I could use bullet points.
Okay.
But for like the size of the font, like I could maybe bold that part, but I can't
That's
change.
a good idea. I think
Yeah.
building it.
Are you allowed to underline certain?
You can
key
italicize
points?
or something like that.
I think we're told to avoid.
Keep it universal.
Yeah, but I'll go ahead and look into that because I mean, if that's what you think can like help call the attention of someone's eye, then yeah, we'll definitely look into it. And also the time and stuff, I can alter that size, but also these fonts have to match up as well.
Gotcha.
It looks
So-
good, but
Yeah, it's very clean, so that's good.
Yeah, and so sometimes I just thought the simpler the better, just because like when there's a lot of writing, like no one really wants to sit
That's
there and
very
read all
true.
of it. Yeah.
um,
So, is the message clear?
Yeah,
yes.
it's definitely.
Okay.
Definitely a clear message.
Does it appeal to the audience?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you put it on the school, Rexburg people are gonna
Yeah.
do
Um,
it.
A thought that I had was that normally around Christmas time, you know how they have like Toys for Tots. It's like all that funny font, whatever. And it's like sometimes people get really sick of looking at like the same thing every again.
Yeah.
Whatever. So this is a very clean, different kind of throw for it. I think you're going to get a different audience. It's going to come up like somebody. I don't know. Like obviously, shoe drive. That's going to bring anybody that's willing to donate. But just the fact that it looks very appealing is going to draw people that kind of want something that seems a little bit more legit than just like
Yeah,
Times New Roman on a white piece of paper.
Yeah.
exactly. One thing that we're told to stay clear of is papyrus.
Yes.
It's everywhere. And you mentioned the white space earlier, and I'm happy with the white space also. Just because the last project that I did, I felt it was a little cluttered.
Yeah.
How about grouping? I think, yeah.
So you know how on cameras and like even your phone camera, how they have like the grid system?
Yeah.
The points that are in it are like the points that are catching to the eye. So I feel like since you're not like center, you know, it gives it something more visually interesting.
Yeah.
It's really nice about that.
And the alignment, I try to keep the alignment and all the texts.
Oh yeah.
This little contrast just because I thought it'd be too much.
Yeah, it's good.
How about the focal point and flow?
The flow's
I-
nice. I think the flow's good.
Yeah, and the focal point, I mean, I think when someone looks at something,
Yeah, that
the
catches
first
my
thing you want to
eye.
know is like date and time. And I feel like a lot of times when you go to something, you learn a lot more about it. So even if you don't read all of this,
Mhm.
it'll be something interesting to learn when you
Yeah.
get there. The contrast. you know,
Contrast is good.
Told you
like
guys
it.
about the complementary
Soft,
split.
but then other things come out.
And then I told you guys about the fonts already.
Mhm.
And so this is a slab serif font, and then this is a sans serif font. And so those are meant to be like complementary towards each other. Repetition and rhythm, that's why I put these buttons there and had
Yeah, I like the button.
like the circle element. Oh. And repetition, same thing.
Mhm.
And the part as a whole.
It's good.
Good.
I like it.
Great.
All right. Say bye.
I should save this.
Bye.
Bye.